Philip Wegmann, commentary writer for the Washington Examiner, joins us here in studio. Philip, normally when a special counsel is appointed, people get nervous. Do you think President Trump should be nervous?
Well, if President Trump has nothing to hide, he has nothing to fear here. And actually, by appointing a special prosecutor, what he's done is he's taken some pressure off of congressional Republicans, because rather than getting put through the ringer on this issue, they can actually move forward and focus on the legislative agenda, something they haven't been able to do in a lot of Trump's first 100 days.
Maybe you can elaborate a little bit more on that. How does the special counsel's investigation differ from a congressional investigation?
Absolutely. So as far as a political question is concerned, we saw it in the intro clip there with members of Congress. They're doing these hallway interviews, not focusing on health care or tax reform, but rather answering questions about memos that no one knows anything about. By appointing Mueller as special prosecutor, Mueller can look into that investigation on his own and basically put this to rest for a short amount of time for House Republicans.
Well, you know what? When you think about this investigation, in all likelihood, they're going to talk about firing Comey. That's a big important thing. So Mueller and Comey actually worked together back in 2004. They have a little bit of history together in terms of blocking efforts by President Bush then to reauthorize a secret government surveillance program. Critics say their loyalties lie to the Democrats. Do you think Mueller's the right guy for the job?
Well, I think that Mueller has shown that he's beyond reproach. But one of the things that I think Democrats should be really cautious about is if Mueller and Comey are two peas in a pod, they have the opportunity to see Mueller, just like Comey, go from being their hero to their villain. Because remember, Comey has they've both loved and hated him depending on his analysis. The same thing could happen with Mueller depending on what he finds.
Well, Philip, as you know, there's been a bit of media frenzy ever since the firing of James Comey. Do you think this appointment of the special counsel will help sort of alleviate the frenzy and actually help President Trump eventually push his agenda forward?
Well, with President Trump, we saw this morning that with those tweets, he's more than ready to punch back. And as long as there's going to be conflict in Washington, as long as there's going to be that type of drama, there's definitely going to be coverage of it. So the smart move for the White House right now is to lay low, focus on the agenda, and let Mueller do his job.
Okay, well, we'll see how it all turns out. Philip Wegmann, commentary writer for the Washington Examiner. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.